let's get started. And as usual, I will leave all the ingredients in the description box down below. Now we're gonna get started by placing our chicken in our pot. These were really huge chicken thighs, guys. I don't understand the chickens of today, if they are chickens. So anyway, so we're gonna boil our chicken, and we want to make a stock. I'm gonna season with 2 teaspoons of rosemary, 2 teaspoons of thyme, 1 bay leaf, and 4 cardamom pods. I'm also gonna add some chicken spice that's gonna act as our salt, because I'm not gonna add in any salt to this. About a tablespoon or 2 of that, depending on how much chicken you have. Then we're gonna add some water to cover and let it come to a simmer uncovered. Once it starts simmering, we're gonna close and boil it for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, the stock will be ready. We're boiling the chicken so that we can get the chicken stock to cook the rice with. I swear this is gonna add so much flavor to the whole entire dish. Now bring it to a simmer, close the pot, and boil it for 20 minutes. Okay, after 20 minutes, we're gonna remove the chicken from the pot, put it in a colander and let it cool down for a bit. Then we're gonna strain our stock by using a sieve, just to get rid of those rosemary sticks, the cardamom pods. We just want the clear stock liquid. There's our chicken. We're gonna let it cool down. Now we're gonna work on the other ingredients for the rice. I have half an onion that I just roughly chopped up. I have some cabbage. I have some melted butter, lemon juice, and some sugar. Now this is just the sweet and sour cabbage that we're gonna add to the rice. It's gonna add crunch, it's gonna add sourness, it's gonna add sweetness, umami factor, guys. I swear I didn't measure out all this. It just depends on how much cabbage you have. If you want it saucy, if you want it just it to soak up those liquids. Another alternative is that you can fry the cabbage. If you don't really like that much crunch on your rice, you can just saute the cabbage in some little bit of salt, garlic, salt and pepper, and you're good to go. Any other herbs that you like. Now this is our chicken. I'm just gonna season it again with some chicken spice, just to add back that salt, because all the flavor is in the liquid, right? So, and then we're gonna add some oil to a pot. We're gonna fry the chicken. We're gonna add oil and let it come to temperature. In another pot, we're gonna make the sauce for the chicken. I added 350 ml of Coca-Cola. Then I'm gonna add half a cup of ketchup or tomato sauce. And then I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of the Bra Lapis sticky ribs braai sauce. You can use barbecue sauce, you can use monkey gland, any other sauce that you have. I'm also gonna add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. You can substitute that with honey. Otherwise, if you don't like to be too sweet, on the sweeter side, you can just leave out the sugar, because the Coke already has enough sugar in it. Now we're gonna stir it and let it cool down. Please make sure that your temperature is on a 4 low heat. If it's high heat, it will burn. Now we're gonna fry our chicken, just to let it brown. Remember, it's already cooked, so you don't have to fry it for a long time. About 8 to 10 minutes it should be ready. Otherwise it's just gonna be dry and hard to chew on. So yeah, now this is our sauce. After about 45 minutes, I'm just gonna add some lemon juice, just to cut that sugar and balance it off. And our sauce is ready, guys. I swear by the sauce. We're gonna add our chicken and coat with the sauce. This time you can switch off your stove, because everything is ready. Now we're just gonna let the heat just make the sauce stickier on the chicken. Guys, I swear this sauce can work on each and every meat you have, on beef patties, on ribs, chicken wings. Yeah, just try it and let me know. Okay, now we're gonna start with our rice. In my pot I have 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm gonna add 2 onions that are just roughly chopped, about 6 tomatoes, and 1 red bell pepper. I'm just gonna saute them. I'm also gonna add some garlic salt, about 2 tablespoons or 3 of that, and we're gonna continue to saute this until the tomatoes are becoming translucent and it's almost becoming a sauce or a relish. We are basically making a relish here. Now once you see that the juices are coming out like that, we're gonna add half a teaspoon of ginger powder, and then I'm gonna add some thyme. I'm gonna add some rosemary as well. Now this is an alternative to jollof rice. I didn't want to say it's jollof rice because I know that jollof rice is more pepper based than tomatoes. So here it's just more tomato than pepper. So, you know, a spin. But technically it is jollof rice without the blending, without the lot of peppers. You know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna add some crushed chilies. Now this is a little bit spicy. I added about a tablespoon of that. You can add less if you don't want it spicy, but it was so beautiful. I'm gonna add some tomato paste. I added this whole packet, which was 100 grams. Now the tomato paste is gonna add to flavor. It's gonna add to deepen that red color of the rice because we're looking for red color. I would also say, please, if you want to make it your own, don't add any curry or turmeric because the rice will go yellow instead of a deep kind of red color that we're going for. Now I'm gonna add my spices. I used the Heinz Southern Green. I just wanted to test it out and compare it with the 6 gun, but guys, it tastes the same. It's exactly the same, I swear. Just that I think that 6 gun is better than this one. So I also added some paprika, a tablespoon of that. The paprika also will help the deepening of that red color. So that's why I didn't add any curry or turmeric. It's for that deep red color that we're going for. And basically this is a tomato relish that you can just stop right here and it will be a gravy for your braai. You know, you have your pap and your meat and you're done. Now I'm gonna add my rice that I just washed. I just washed it once, guys. I didn't worry about the water going clear or anything. This is just 4 cups of rice that I washed, and I'm gonna mix them through. I'm also gonna add some chutney because there's a lot of tomatoes here. There's a lot of, also we added some tomato paste, so there's a lot of acidity. So I'm gonna add some chutney just to balance everything off, right? And yeah, you can also substitute with a little bit of honey or a little bit of white sugar or brown sugar if you have. At this point it looks like jollof rice, right? So technically it is. Now there is me adding some chutney. I didn't add a lot because I also ran out, so I think it was about 2 teaspoons or 3, but you can just add according to how much rice you have. Now we're gonna add our stock. As you can see, I did strain the rice. We're gonna add I did stain the stock, I'm sorry, I did stain the stock. We're gonna add it in there. Then I added 2 more cups of water. I wanted the water just to be above the brim of the rice, not too much. So because we don't want a soggy rice, we just want the granules to still be separate. It is a juicy rice. It's not going to be as fluffy and separated, but the granules won't be mushy. It will be firm and really delicious. Now once it starts simmering, I'm gonna line my pot lid with some foil. This really helps to cook your rice through, guys. It won't be mushy, it will be separate. I swear, just try it out. This is one way to get perfect rice every time. I'm gonna close my pot and reduce my heat to a 4 because initially it was on a 5, and then I'm gonna cook this for 18 to 20 minutes. Once the liquid has dried up, I'm gonna add my cabbage, I'm gonna add my yellow bell peppers and some cucumber. Ooh, honey. Ooh, the crunch from the cabbage, the crunch from the cucumbers and the bell pepper. Ooh, baby, you gotta try this. I'm gonna finish it off with my green onion seasoning. You guys know I love this seasoning. I love it, especially if you're going for that lemony, tangy, fresh, earthy flavor. This is the seasoning to go to. Now this dish is all kinds of flavors combined. It is spicy, it is a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of tanginess from the sweet and sour cabbage. Woo, Lord, I cannot begin to explain the flavor. Like I told you guys, it's not gonna be perfect like cooking normal rice because there's a lot of things going on. So it is juicy, it is a juicy rice, and I love it because you don't have to have a gravy on the side because it is juicy. I don't like dry food, so this was perfect. We're gonna finish it off with some lemon and we're done. The rice, the meat, guys, it was the meat for me, I swear. And I used Testic Rice here because I was entering competition on Instagram that Testic Rice SA was having. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, and if I win, I'll let you know. I will let you know, and I hope you try this, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. And I hope you try this and make your own, freestyle. And please, if you do, let me know, tag me on Instagram, mention me on Facebook, and yeah, I will see you on the next one.